So some passive income ideas. I'm going to shoot a bunch of ideas off to you. I'm going to do the numbers for some of them. Guess what? Catch these nuggets because some of these ideas are going to work for you, right? I'm not going to deep dive into every single one, but I want you guys to think about, like, there's a ton of options. This is the best time ever. So I put best. This is the best time. This is the easiest time ever in our history of the world to become a multimillionaire. Real talk. I think six figures is what, like 274 a day? 274 a day, I think it is, right? To actually make six figures. So do you have something that can generate $300 per day? The best time ever to become wealthy. And you always want to think about value. Write that down. What value do you bring to your clients, customers, community, right? You're solving a problem, filling a void. Whenever you can solve a problem or filling a void, that's a win-win situation. Let me just say this real quick. It should never be, your business should never be where you're benefiting and your client and customer is not. Come on, somebody. Can I be real with y'all? Your business should never be where you're benefiting and your client or customer is not. A real relationship in any aspect is where it's a win-win situation. I have a consulting firm. I'm building legacy and wealth for my family, and I'm helping people. My whole entire brand is about helping other people get to their goal. So if somebody invests, $150 in a Zoom, and then the outcome is their mortgage pre-approval for $300,000, are they mad about the $150 they paid for the Zoom? When somebody invests $1,300 for a strategy session and the outcome is a $50,000 a business loan, are they upset about the $1,300 that they invested? And mind you, that's the beginning because it keeps on paying you, right? So it's a win-win, right? My client or customer got to their goal, my community got to their goal, and I built my brand, right? And we rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. So think about, what value do you bring to your clients and customers? That's when it will be blessed. Look, that's the intangible. It will be blessed. You'll have longevity. And when you're an entrepreneur, I'm just going to be honest with you. You are your brand. Your word, your word is bond. So that credibility will take you a lot of places, right? It will open up a lot of doors for you. So always think about, what value are you creating for your clients or customers. All right, so some passive income ideas. A bunch of them I want to give you guys, okay? So first, there's the money stuff, right? I'm not going to talk about a bunch of the money stuff, but obviously things like dividends, index funds, bonds, infinite banking. All of my self-employed entrepreneurs and investors, you should be using infinite banking as a way to pay yourself back and be your own bank. I have multiple policies that pay me a ton. And when I started infinite banking, shout out to my financial advisor, Rashawn Howard. And I think I did a whole live with him one time. So maybe I'll pin that when I redo this. But if you don't know what infinite banking is, but I know when I started my business, I had a 401k, guys, with so infinite banking in a nutshell is a way to leverage a specific type of whole life insurance policy where it has a cash value, guys, and you can take the money out like 5 years, 7 years, like it accumulates way, like the money grows much faster than like a savings account or sometimes even like a Roth IRA. Like the money grows very, very quickly, and you still keep the cash value of the actual policy. So it's a way to pay yourself back. So because I don't have 401k, because I'm a self-employed entrepreneur, I invest heavy in infinite banking so that I have money that is always working for me in the back end, and money I can always take out and still reinvest. So that's the high end stuff, right? Dividends, stocks, bonds, infinite banking. But guys, there's some other ways. Obviously, rental properties. Now, let me say this right here. You have to think about what you really think is passive. You have to think about what you think is passive, because even though obviously investing in real estate, right, is considered passive income, how many of y'all on here are investors and know that it's not that passive? You have to do a little bit of work, right? So you got to manage the property, manage your tenants, go through inspections, all those things. So that word passive is relative. Because I have some super passive ways on here also, right? So I'm going to go big, small, all over the place for you guys. So you think about how passive you really want this to be, how hands-on, and also how much money, right? Because there's nothing you can just sit back and do absolutely nothing, right? So obviously, investing in real estate, peer-to-peer lending. Peer-to-peer lending, write that down. This is almost sometimes even like being an angel investor, which I've done that also. So I won't do it on this live because we'll be on here all night. But I'll do another one if you guys want. I did a video on how to rent cars, right? And I talked about the Toro model. But anybody who's my elite 10, and shout out to Credit Lovers Lifestyle, my Wealth Warriors, I do peer-to-peer rentals. What does that mean? I rent cars, but I don't go through a platform like Toro or like what are some of the other ones like Get Around, all those things. I do peer-to-peer, meaning that I privately rent out my vehicles and I rent them out for a monthly rate or a weekly rate. So I don't do daily or hourly. So why am I telling you that? I created a system that works for me. I'm too busy. I'm not about to be in and out these cars, cleaning them and taking pictures and all those things every hour. I'm a single mother of 3. I have a consulting firm. I have a ton of things going on. I don't have the time for that. But I have multiple vehicles, and it makes no sense for me. I can only drive one vehicle at a time. It makes no sense for me to have multiple vehicles and I can't drive them. So they're a source of income for me, but I do peer-to-peer. But peer-to-peer lending could be anything, guys. That could be clothes, that could be jewelry, that could be high-end purses, that could even be like could be cars, like I do cars. That could be being an angel investor. So let me give you an example of an angel investor. Now, we don't have time on this live. Like I said, I'm going to give you some ideas on here. Remember, ways to get passive income in 2023. It's going to be different. Somebody's put the comments different. It's going to be different for all of you. That's why I'm giving you multiple ways, right? But this is where, like, being an angel investor, right? This is, I call it flipping your money. Meaning, like, let's say, I have a friend who's a real estate investor and she needs, $50,000 down, right? Different. These $50,000 down for a property, right? To do like a flip. And she only has $25,000. Well, I got $25,000 liquid. So I may say to my friend, I've done this with some realtors, right? Like, there's a whole nother live where you want to go through your paperwork and all those kinds of things like that, right? But you may say to somebody, all right, well, I'll give you $25,000, right? So you'll have that $50,000. So you're investing, you're giving them $25,000. And you can say the payback, you can either do a dollar amount or a percentage or equity. Dollar amount, percentage, or equity. So you can say, I'm going to give you $25,000 and you need to pay me back $35,000 by XYZ date, or $30,000 by XYZ date. What did you do? You grew your money. You flipped your money at a higher rate than just sitting at sitting in a checking account or savings account, which is literally like the worst thing to do. You're losing money every single day. That's not how you grow your money. Okay. So you flip that money. You may say a percentage. You may say, so I'm going to give you $25,000 down for this flip, right? I'm going to help you with this property. I'm giving you $25,000 as an angel investor. But when the flip is done, you're going to give me 40% of the profits, or 20% of the profits, or 10% of the profits, right? Or equity, right? So you're going to have, sometimes you can even give people money. Actually, somebody from my coaching did this, where a friend needed money for, I think, a restaurant, and she helped them get the restaurant off the ground for a percentage of the company. Guys, some of y'all have liquid capital, but you don't know what to do with it. You have somebody over here who needs a food truck, who needs equipment, who needs, wants to open up a restaurant, wants to open up a daycare. Well, you guys can be creative if it's wise, right? With peer-to-peer lending, flipping your money, being an angel investor. That is a way for passive income, because all you do is write a check and they're doing the work to actually grow it, and you're going to get a return. All right. Another thing is, content creation, social media. Y'all, I did a couple of videos of how my YouTube literally is like $5,000 to $10,000 a month, and I do it part-time. I upload brand new videos twice a day. How many of y'all know that hardcore YouTubers post every single day, some multiple times? I post twice a week. And now, mind you, all that income is not just AdSense, right? That's a combination of AdSense, clients, affiliate links, speaking engagements, right? But YouTube is hands down the number one referral source for my actual business. So all of you on here, what platform is it? YouTube? Is it Instagram? Is it TikTok, right? Content and social media. And mind you, that's free. That's free. You can batch your content on a Sunday and make content for the whole entire week. Now, you have to stay consistent with it, right? And it's even better if you have a product or service to offer. Come on, somebody. You're doing free content, and then you have an ebook that you're going to sell. And then as you do the free content, you offer the ebook. Now your ebook is $20, and you sell 5 a day, 2 a day. You sell 50 a month. Come on, somebody. Like, you just have to do a little tiny bit of work, and then it keeps on paying. It keeps on going. So content creation, social media. That's also so I want you guys to even think about this, right? God, I can't even with a YouTube channel. So this is not, I'm giving you a number example. Let's say you get paid, what is it, like $5 for every like 100 views, like 1,000 views. Like $100 per $5 per 100 views. So 200,000 views would be like $1,000 a month, right? Did y'all get that? Did y'all get that? So basically, let me give you another dollar amount. Let me give you the $10,000 amount. Hold on. Guys, write down $10,000 a month. Write down $10,000 a month. You just need a product or service, product or service, product or service. Okay. So let's say you want to make $5,000 a month. Let's say you have say you're a coach and you have clients that pay you $2,000. Well, you only need 5 clients, right, to pay you $2,000 a month to get to the $10,000. Let's say you do an online course. Let's say you do a workshop. Let's say you do a Zoom. Let's say you do, what else could you do? Let's say you do a seminar. Let's say you do an online summit. Let's say that online summit or course or whatever is only $200. Only $200. Only $200. Well, then what do you need? You need 50 people to actually buy your course, your summit, your tickets or whatever to get to that $10,000 a month because you have a $200 product. Let's go even smaller. Let's say you have a $25 product, and a lot of you guys do. Let's say you have t-shirts that are $25, hats that are $25. Let's say you have journals that are $25. Let's say you have book bags that are $25, right? $25 product. Well, how many people do you need? 400. You need 400 people to invest in that per month to get to your $10,000. So think about what service or product do you have? What service or product do you have or can you create? And what is the price point? Somebody put in the comments the price, because when you set your goal and you said, I want to make $1,000 a month or $3,000 a month or $5,000 a month. Now we're getting somewhere, right? You have a goal. I want to make $1,000 per month. And then your next goal is, you know what your product or service is. So now you can actually calculate how many clients, customers, whatever you need, how many views you need to actually get to your goal. Come on, somebody, like this is some real stuff. All right. So content creation, social media, having a YouTube channel, having even like a podcast, guys, workshops, master classes, you guys can put them on Evergreen. Do y'all know what Evergreen is? If you know what Evergreen is, say yes. If you don't know what Evergreen is, say no. Do you know what Evergreen is? What is that noise? If you know what Evergreen is, say yes. If y'all, I think it's my boy. If you don't know what Evergreen is, say no. Okay, good. So let's say you do a Zoom workshop. Let's say you do a live seminar. Let's say you do a live workshop. You only did it one time. So let's say even like this. Let's say that this is being recorded, right? So let's say you do a Zoom and you're just teaching people how to do Sunday dinner. You're doing teaching people how to get over marital, resolve issues in their marriage. Like it could be on anything, guys. It doesn't have to be finances. Whatever is the thing that's good for you. Teach people how to write, how to proofread, whatever it is, right? How to do their own taxes. You do some type of event and it's recorded. Well, guys, you can put that one event on Evergreen, which means that like you can actually market it out to people and they can pay to actually watch the recording, and it pays you over and over and over and over again. Somebody put over. It pays you over and over. Think about like royalty money, right? Think about how people make a CD or a song, right? They made the song one time. They made the CD one time. Right? But then every time it gets played, they get paid over and over and over again. Guys, y'all remember, y'all may not have, y'all, I'm gonna give you an example. I did a credit booster workshop. In June. The workshop was live. And then I recorded it. And then guess what? Some people will then put it on a system called Evergreen, where you ever see like those ads when you guys are on social media and it will say, attend my live masterclass. And then you guys just go ahead and click on it. And all of a sudden the masterclass is happening in 10 minutes. You think that content creators is sitting there waiting to do that masterclass? It's pre-recorded on Evergreen. Now, my live Zooms are not, but I've had that before. So sometimes you can actually charge for the actual masterclass, or that actual masterclass is leading them to a workshop, a course, an ebook, or whatever, where people are actually investing. So my masterclass was actually free. I made it one time. Somebody put in the comments I made the masterclass one time. Then I put it on Evergreen. And on Evergreen, it just kept on replaying that same recording for anybody who wanted to attend that workshop. Now, people still got value because y'all know I teach on my workshops, right? One time, I made it one time. But literally, I would be sitting here and my email would say $800 deposit, $800 deposit, $800 deposit, $800 deposit. Why? Because at the time, that course was like $797. So I'm rounding up $800. Guys. The day that I did that booster workshop, where's my calculator? I think there was 35 people that invested. I'm telling y'all some real stuff. Can I be real with y'all tonight? 797 times 35. All right, so the night that I did that workshop, the course was $797. Now, mind you, creating value. Everybody who invested in that course has gotten a return. Meaning they invested $797. They got mortgage pre-approvals and business loans and credit cards, right? Because that's how I set up my business model. But I want y'all to hear the numbers. I did a workshop for like 1.5 hours. The workshop was free. Put it on Evergreen. But that particular night, I did the actual workshop. My course was $797. 35 people invested in the course that night. That means I made $27,895 in 1 hour. $27,895 in 1 hour. I'm not telling y'all no fluff. And what I did, I gave a free workshop and communicated the value. Y'all did not look. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. 35 people at $797. I think I had 444. So think about it. 444 people were on that workshop. And out of 444, 35 invested. That's about right. 400 people attended the workshop. 440 something. 35 people invested that night. $27,000 in an hour. And then the workshop is on Evergreen. It keeps on paying me. So I'm not saying this is not about me. I want y'all to realize that everything I'm saying on here is real ways to make passive income in 2023. You just have to think about what knowledge, skills, and experience that you have and how are you helping. I was solving a problem for them. They needed to increase their credit score. They needed to buy property. They wanted to transition into business credit. So I genuinely solved a problem for them. And then they wanted more help. So the people that wanted more help invested in the course. Did one workshop one time for an hour. Come on, somebody. I'm not telling y'all no fluff. All right, so doing a workshop or masterclass and putting on Evergreen. A book or an ebook. Guys, you can have an ebook that teaches you how to, 10 workouts for at home, how to lose weight after having a baby, good food to eat on a fast, food to eat when you're a busy mom. There's all kinds of things. That's why I said, what knowledge, skills, experience do you have? Guys, you can have an ebook that's $20 and sell your ebook on your Instagram, on your Facebook, to your email list, right? You made the ebook one time. Now all you're doing is communicating the value. We don't sell. We communicate the value and solve a problem and fill a void. So that's why we know who our audience is and we can solve a problem for them, right? So writing a book, doing an ebook, having a membership website, write that down. And I added to that having a membership website, having a Facebook group, a paid Facebook group, or having Patreon. Membership website, Facebook group, Patreon, right? So those are things where you guys know that I don't have monthly fees for any of my products. That's not my particular business model. Pause. Make sure you like this, make sure you share this, and register for the Zoom so I can give you a hands-on training for credit scores. All right, so I don't charge anything monthly, but there are plenty of places that y'all even subscribe to, right? I even have a couple of memberships on YouTube where I only pay $3.99 a month or something like that to be part of a membership for another YouTuber, right? And I get perks where I get lives and trainings and all those kinds of things. But think about that. That person who's a YouTuber who's only getting paid $3.99, the person I'm thinking about in my head right now, she has 100,000 subscribers. I'm about to do the math because I know not all 100,000. So let me see, $3.99. I think she has she might have 65,000 people in her. She may have 65,000 people. That's a big number. 65,000 people in her membership. That means she's making $259,350 a month. So what did she do? All she did was create a free YouTube channel, free for her audience, and worked that thing and created value and built it up to over 100,000 subscribers. And then she created a membership on YouTube where people only pay $3.99. Some people will pay that just because they want to support the content creator. I literally, because she's somebody who's created value for me, I've never even been in the membership. I pay $3.99 every single month just to support her channel. I've never even been in the membership before. So think about how many of me there are. That $3.99 is something that I'll invest to thank somebody for giving their time for their free content that has blessed me. She's making six figures off of people paying $3.99 a month. I'm going to let that sit right there. Now, she did the work to build up her YouTube channel, but this is where you take that seriously. I went back to content creation and social media. All right. So membership was, you can do the same thing with Facebook. You can do the same thing with Patreon. 100 people paying $10 a month is $1,000 a month. 100 people paying $10 a month is $1,000 passive per month. Come on, somebody. And even premium, right? If you have, Let me see. Let's do another one on here. I already did the other example. All right. So I'm an online course, guys. Online courses. Now there's a ton of people, right, that have online courses. So think about what is your thing that you can help people with. I have my big course, Credit Leverage Lifestyle, but I also have what? How to buy a car in your business name. I have I Wish I Knew. I have The Power of One, which are mini courses, $97, $197, right? Still creating value, but I only create the course one time. I create the course one time. I've never recreated it. People invest in it all the time. Is this helping somebody? I want y'all to think that y'all may not be a content creator. Some other items on here, but if you're getting some ideas, right? So you can create a course. You can use websites like Fiverr, Fiv. What is it? ERR. Is it Fiverr? Guys, there's people making six figures on Fiverr. They're doing what? They're doing resume writing, ghost writing, freelance writing, making thumbnails, making flyers, editing, doing freelance writing. I mean, like, you guys can use Fiverr for anything. Website design. Like, literally, there are people making, thank you. This is helping somebody. Come on, somebody. This is helping you. Like it and share it. Guys, like, there are people that are making six figures on Fiverr. And that's a freelance website. So what I would say to you is, if you're not sure what you can monetize, go on to think about your knowledge, skills, and experience, and then go on to Fiverr and see what people are actually like charging, right? And you got to start from somewhere. So just start doing it, because you'll only get better as you do it even more.